So what do we have here? We have another box from Barnes 4-wheel drive. This is some of the 1-ton parts. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. So today I got some 1-ton swap parts in, so we're going to go over all the parts I got today, show you guys the progress on the 1-tons. The first episode of that swap series should be out shortly. Have a couple final things to cut up, figure out, and then we'll get to work on that swap. I also ordered the lift kit for the Grand Cherokee, so stay tuned until the end so you guys know what lift kit I ordered, and that should be here shortly, so there'll be some videos installing that, putting the 35s on, and wheeling it like it is until we get the tons ready and the bigger tires. So I went ahead and broke open that box, and as you guys can see, the truss for the front Dana 60 is here. I went with the Barnes 4-wheel drive truss. I will link this down below so you guys can check it out if you're considering doing this swap. There will be a full video installing it. I just wanted to go over some of the parts we got in. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of set it up as is. I'm not going to weld it together or anything, just piece it together, show you guys some of the reasons I picked this truss over some of the other ones, and show you guys why I went with this one, what I like so much about this one. So with that being said, let me go ahead and piece it together, and I'll catch up with you guys then. So I went ahead and broke open that box, and as you guys can see, the truss for the front Dana 60 is here. I went with the Barnes 4-wheel drive truss. I will link this down below so you guys can check it out if you're considering doing this swap. There will be a full video installing it. I just wanted to go over some of the parts we got in. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of set it up as is. I'm not going to weld it together or anything, just piece it together, show you guys some of the reasons I picked this truss over some of the other ones, and show you guys why I went with this one, what I like so much about this one. So with that being said, let me go ahead and piece it together, and I'll catch up with you guys then. Alright, so I got it all laid out. It's not going to sit together right now, but these two pieces here, these go over top of the diff, underneath of the main section. That's what you weld onto the axle and holds everything together. The reason I chose this specific truss is for the purpose of what I need. This is correct because I'll need to rotate the top mount for the top control arm of the 3-link, and it's a little bit different than JK, so I can go ahead, fill those two holes in, and rotate the bracket however I need. But besides that, every bracket, let's see if I can get the camera to focus. Every bracket is keyed like that, and it corresponds with a hole on top of the truss. So what that allows us to do is know exactly where everything needs to sit. As you guys can see, each piece sits down in a slot. So for example, this one here, will end up sitting just like this. So everything's pre-aligned with these holes. All you have to do is weld it in. But it's super simple that way, and that makes everything go together a lot smoother. I don't have to find out any of the angles or any of that stuff really. A lot of it's already done besides the top one, which I will need to change for the WJ since this is a JK truss. Along with the sides here also come with the coil spring buckets, so that'll sit down in there like that. Get one of these, weld it in on the top, and it'll create the coil spring bucket there for that to sit down into. So that's super simple, and everything down to the control arm mounts are keyed, so everything slides together here. Shock mounts also keyed, they slide into these. Pretty much everything is like a big puzzle here, so it'll all go together really easy, and it just is pretty much a foolproof setup. Everything should work with what I need. Now another reason that I selected this truss over some of the other ones is fitment. This truss fits amazing. I'll go ahead and insert a clip somewhere on the screen of another video that I saw of the fitment on this truss that made me buy this one. And the price wasn't too bad. It was actually a little bit cheaper than the other ones, which is awesome. Love to save some money there. But let's go ahead and go over the front axle that I got, how much progress I've made on that. You guys will obviously see a full update in the first episode of the 1-ton swap series, and then also go over the lift that I bought for the WJ. So as you guys can see, a lot of the brackets are cut off. I had to clean it up and go closer to the tube here. Grind it all down, cut this bracket off over here. It's not a huge deal. Look at how much just junk fell off this axle. So I'm going to cut all this up, clean everything up, and get it ready to weld. This side actually was fairly simple. Cut through it with a Sawzall, and then closer up here I used an angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. and just cut close, and then I'm going to grind some of it down. I'm going to try to leave as little as possible because grinding sucks, so I'm just going to grind down as little as possible there and cut it off. On this side, however, these big brackets suck. They're super strong. I'll show you guys the other side that I already got. As you guys can see, I got that side cut pretty well. I still have to grind down up here to go at the angle of the diff. Grind down some back here, cut some more out, and then I actually had to cut this back 2 inches. I'll go over all of this in the first video of the series of the 1-ton WJ swap. I've been recording a lot of this, so I'll show you guys all that later down the line. Alright guys, so let's go over what everybody's been wondering about the lift kit for the WJ. So it's been a little while since I've ordered parts for it. I've kind of just been catching up on the 1-ton swap and everything like that. But I went ahead and ordered the lift last week. It's been about 6 or 7 days since I ordered it. And the lift I went with was actually the Iron Rock Off-Road 6.5-inch Rock Link Pro lift kit. So the 4-link rear, 3-link front. I'm super excited to run this lift kit. It's an amazing company. I've worked with them so far on a couple other things we're doing to the Jeep. So you guys will see a bunch of their products on my Jeep. And so far, I love their products. So I went ahead and ordered their lift. And I'm super excited to get that on. I've seen nothing but good reviews for that. So if you guys guessed that on my post last night, congratulations, you got it correct. If you guys didn't see the post, I post a bunch of like sneak peeks in the community tab, so make sure you guys check that out. But that's pretty much just a quick little update on where we're at with the WJ. I know I haven't made a WJ video in a while, so I wanted to kind of update you guys. The 1-ton swap is going to take a little bit of time. It's a lot of work to get that done. So I wanted to give you guys an update before I just left to go for a couple weeks with no content. So just a little update where we're at, some parts that showed up, some parts I ordered. Super excited to get that lift in. You guys can expect a couple install videos on that, and then some wheeling on the 35s and the 6.5-inch lift, and we'll see how it does. After that, time for tons and time for way bigger tires, coilovers, all that kind of stuff. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you guys go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.